This video is just a brief update on the plans by NHS Digital to share patient data with third parties. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I did a couple of more in-depth videos which I will link below, but in short, NHS Digital is responsible for collecting patient data and has done for some 10 years or so. And there's a new plan to share that data with third parties, and it's called the General Practice, as in GP, General Practice Data for Planning and Research. But first of all, if you're new to me and my channel, I'm a barrister who helps you understand law, so hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you receive notifications of new videos. And don't forget to leave your questions and comments below. So just by way of recap, this scheme is an opt-out, which means you need to opt out of both collection of your data and sharing of that data. And I explain that again in more detail in the video that I link below. But the update is in respect of when you are required to opt out, and that's where a lot of the questions have come from. Previously, you were required to opt out by the 23rd of June, and the collection of data was to start at the 1st of July. Now, as you will have probably seen in the news by now, there's been a lot of backlash against this scheme because, quite rightly in my view, people have been upset that their data is going to be shared unless they take action and opt out. And I've read a lot of people in the comments saying you've had difficulty opting out, but I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Now, apparently due to the concerns over the security and privacy of data, this plan has been pushed back 2 months till the 1st of September. That means the collection of this data is not going to start to happen until the 1st of September. Now, if you recall from my video on opting out, which is linked below in case you didn't catch that one, there are two types of opt-out. There's a type 1 opt-out and there's a national data opt-out. The difference between the two is a type 1 opt-out stops your data from being collected in the first place, whereas the national data opt-out prevents your data from being shared with third parties. So a lot of the questions that I've had in the comments are as to whether or not this 23rd of June date still applies for the type 1 opt-out for the collection of your data in the first place. Now for this we look to the NHS Digital website, which makes it very clear that the collection of data is going to start on the 1st of September. Remember, the data is going to be collected first and then it's going to be shared. So the website makes it very clear that the type 1 opt-out will prevent your data being collected if you put that in before the 1st of September. You can still put it in after the 1st of September and no more data will be collected after that point. But any data that has been collected before that point, remember, which is likely to include anything from the previous 10 years of data that is already on record, may still be shared. So if you did want to opt out, you would have to do that before the 1st of September, before your data is collected in the first place. But remember, there is a very balanced argument between the need for medical data to be shared for research purposes, to fight disease and so on, and your rights to privacy and data security. Because whilst there are arguments that not many people might opt in and medical data is important, there is this very careful balancing exercise. My petition on change.org, which is linked in the description in case you didn't see it, has now got over 225,000 signatures. So I thank you all for signing this petition. And it's predominantly aimed to persuade those decision makers to make this an opt-in rather than an opt-out scheme. And the reason for that is that I think this gives you, the individual, the greatest control, choice and freedom of how your information is stored, processed and shared. The counter-argument, of course, will be that you have the choice to opt out and you can opt out and that will stop the collection and the sharing of your information. However, we all know that lots of people will either forget to do it, it will fail to work, and there's lots of reasons I can think of that I just don't think this should be an opt-out system. It really should be an opt-in system. So it seems to me that there are two main reasons that this whole scheme has been pushed back 2 months till the 1st of September. The first being the sheer amount of data and information that is held on one central database, which gives rise to obvious concerns over the infrastructure and the security of the data, because we've all heard of large-scale hacks and data breaches and leaks, and nobody wants this with their medical data and information from a central database. And the second concern relating to information and communication, and the amount of time that has been allowed for this communication to come to you as a member of the public. This video of mine is a perfect example. I am making this video because I want everybody watching to have a balanced and full understanding as to what is happening. But at At the same time, even I don't fully understand everything about the scheme. I am going on what NHS Digital tells us on their website and little bits of information that are drawn in from the news, perhaps from reporters that have spoken to people at the NHS Digital, so that I can give you as much information that I know, just so that we are all better informed as to how our information is going to be processed. And in that light, both the Royal College of GPs and the British Medical Association called for a delay to this scheme so that there is sufficient time for all of this to be communicated properly to the public, to you, so that you fully understand what is happening, when it is happening, why it is happening, and how that data is going to be shared, if indeed you choose to allow your data to be shared. And finally, just to address one or two questions that have frequently come up in the comments. Some people have said that the website didn't work, but when I checked the website, it was working, so I can only suggest trying it again, clearing your website cache, things like that. That is quite possibly just due to demand on the website because it's been in the news, lots of people will have visited the website, and maybe it was just struggling at that time. I can only suggest if you do want to opt out and the website wasn't working the first time, try it again. It really should work. It did work when I tried it, so that's what I might suggest. Some people have said in the comments that the GP is refusing to accept these opt-out forms. Other people have suggested that they might send it registered delivery, things of that nature. I would say that any way that you can show and prove that you've delivered this to your GP as a type 1 opt-out, the better, just in case there is a data breach later on and you need to refer back to your opt-out and prove that you did that. So in the meantime, I'm going to keep my eye on any further updates. I will post more videos to update you here on YouTube about the updates, and I will post these videos on the petition on change.org. Again, that link's in the description if you didn't catch that the first time. So let me know your thoughts now that you've had a chance to think about it. What do you think about the balance between your right to privacy and sharing medical data for the purposes of research, combating disease, and so on? Because it really should be a balanced argument and a balanced decision, and of course, it is your choice at the end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.